Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I know there are a ton, billions of channels, and you're hanging out with me here at the Gen X Glam and Gab channel, where I do it. Yeah, you guessed it. A little bit of glam and a little bit of gab, mostly get readies, and that's what we're doing today. We are getting ready for a holiday party. The whole family, almost the whole family. All right, the whole family's not going. We're missing a couple of kids, but I think if you have 50% of the kids, and they're all like teens, like big teens, you're winning. So, yep, taking them out to the holiday party, and it's going to be fantastic whether they like it or not. So let's get into it. I just spritzed my face with my favorite drugstore spritz. This is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Now, e.l.f. has quite a few setting sprays, like their Power Grip setting spray. That's a fave. I know it is. But the Dewy Coconut is my go-to. I repurchase this thing. I make sure that I have it. Okay, I have a bias for coconut. I love all things coconut. But, so anyway, let's let that spritz. We are starting from the spritz to the final spritz, right? This is like the relax. Let's just get ready, even though I'm in a massive hurry. And the final spritz will be the setting spray. But we're going in with skincare. I'm not using a toner today, although I could. I have my Tear toner. Is it totally nearby? Where are you, Tear? I thought I pulled out my Tear to use today. Where are you? Oh my gosh, can you still hear me? I'm probably gonna get in so much trouble for doing a video because we are in a massive hurry. What's going on? What's going on, Tear? I totally pulled you out. So, hey, there's a giveaway video going on right now. If you go watch it and you're subscribed to the channel and you make a comment and you're in the USA, Canada, or Western Europe mailing address, you could be entered. So go do that. And I'm even going to extend it a day so that I can get more, here it is, so I can get more people involved in this giveaway. This is what's happening. This is what happens at the Gen X. Have I ever got up out of my chair before? No, I don't think I have. That was pretty extensive. I wonder what that looks like played back. Guess we're going to find out. This is my Tear Milky Toner. I hope that during the Amazon Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, you were able to get in on some of the makeup deals that were out there. I posted like my favorites on Amazon. I don't think anybody got any, but that's okay. I really don't care. I'm just really happy that I am an Amazon associate. Like, I feel like I made it in the big time. No, I would feel like I made it in the big time, my friends, if we could get those 4,000 watch hours in 1 year. Man, last year we got close. We got up in the 3,000. So I figured there's no place to go but up, right? That's what ChatGPT said too. All right. I always do my lips first, even though in beauty school, teacher said you have to do your lips last, but I'm like, So favorite, in case you haven't figured out so far, this is getting ready with my favorite drugstore faves, and we're going to try a new one. We're going to try this Skin Ink from L'Oreal. So excited to try this. I've seen some other videos on it, and it looks fantastic. And I've seen it on the local economy. I ordered the shade 100 warm. It took forever to get here, but it finally got here. But I saw this on the local economy, but the shade 100 was sold out, and I couldn't remember what shade I bought. So they actually had testers. I was swatching, and I just passed. I'm like, just wait a little bit longer. All right, so we're going in with my very favorite lip liner of all the drugstore lip liners. This is an e.l.f. These used to be $2. They're $3 now. I'm not even sure. Let's see if I can figure out the color. It's in Mauve Aside. I love that. So clever. And it was down to the wood because I keep this one in my work bag and I touch up through the day. But it draws out. Draws out fantastic. I just love this color, this Mauve Aside. It really does match my vibe. And lately, and I don't know if it's because it's so like dark out, and winter is truly upon us here, I haven't been using a lot of gloss. I go in with this, it's very matte, and I let it just do its thing. I let it kind of like transfer and dissipate. And I really like the color that leaves my lips after, a few hours. like, I don't mind living in the transition. There's a deep one for you. I don't mind living in the transition when this thing starts to fade and before I get a chance to touch it up. I kind of like the stain that it leaves on my lips, but I don't know, that could just be me. Same with brows. A lot of people love to do their brows like last, but we're going in with my favorite brow product on the market, the NYX Brow Glue. I started off using the shade like Taupe, their lightest shade, but then I moved into this like medium brown because especially here in the winter, I kind of just want to go, I want to match the darkness that's outside. So I like to live in the transition. I like to live in the darks. So, I mean, that's just me. I like how, see how it separates the brow and you almost get that like pseudo lamination look. Kind of like it. I usually do pair this with my Charlotte Tilbury brow filler, but there's so many different brow fillers out on the market. You just need to figure out going in with Holy Hydration's e.l.f. face moisturizer because it is my favorite. Again, I feel like it's the closest thing. Look at that. I'm going to move that in. The closest thing out there on the market to Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I know Charlotte doesn't like us talking about, you know, e.l.f. and her in the same sort of breath because she's like annoyed with all the duping. But I really do think that e.l.f. does a fantastic job duping a lot of Charlotte's product. But the Holy Hydration line is just my absolute favorite, be it their under eye cream, their melting makeup balm. Holy cow, I love that thing. I love they have my favorite makeup remover out there on the drugstore shelves, again in the Holy Hydration line. So so there's all of that. We're gonna go in. I normally, you know, if you watch my channel, I usually go in, I do the full deal. I do the toner, I do like sometimes a concentrated lotion toner, I go in with the serums, I go in with the under eye cream, I go in with my moisturizer, I let it marinate. But we are in such a massive hurry. None of that is happening today. We got a little bit of tear down. We got a little bit of the Holy Hydration face moisturizer down, and we're going with it. I hear an invader. Oh my gosh. Somebody is singing to the cat. We do need to make sure we have a generous amount of this down because I will tell you, I've tried this L'Oreal ink. L'Oreal ink? Yeah, that's what they're calling it. L'Oreal Skin Ink over the past week. And it's a little, I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. The word chalky keeps coming to mind. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying that it doesn't blend well or that, you know, it settles, it's creasy or anything like that, because I don't think it is. I think it's a very decent foundation slash skin stain. I really kind of do like it. But it's chalky. It goes on chalky, which I don't like. I tend to like products that just melt into my skin and I don't feel like it melts into my skin. All right, to give myself a little bit something more, I'm not skipping out on my L'Oreal lotion in the shade 903. Again, I'm going for the darkness of it all. So let's just go in with some of that real generous amount. Sometimes I squiggle this on my face. Sometimes I just put it on the back of my hand, and I am going to go in with a beauty blender because we are such in a situation of crunch time right now. I am absolutely sure that somebody's going to come knocking on my door. Are you going to be ready in time? Are you filming a video? Yes and yes. So just ignore them. I hate having my new glam station right next to the kitchen because everybody knows that kitchens are like in a, you know, either in a social setting, like at a party, or just like in a family situation. They're like the social hub of the entire house. Oh my gosh, if you were with me when I was in Canada, I had the sweetest setup, mom in the basement. I was so insulated down there. Although sometimes like when they would flush the toilet above me, TMI, that would be annoying. All right, I'm not probably going to use all of this, but this is how I've been doing my base all week. I've been playing all week actually with my favorite drugstore faves. And it's all because I wanted to experiment around the L'Oreal Skin Ink. which tell me if you've seen it out there on the market and what you've thought of it. I also want to say thank you to everyone that is commenting in my giveaway video, which again, I'm going to link in this video so that if you haven't entered yet, or if you just found my channel, you can go enter, and I'm going to extend the closing date by a day. It's this lovely little, it's pretty big actually, stocking from Charlotte Tilbury that I'm going to stuff with a variety of items. And I'm going to have, and it's going to come wrapped. So it's like you're going to get your own stocking. And if you're a mom, you know how rare that is, you know, to get your own stocking, especially once you start having those kiddos. It's like, I'm not even going to go up on that high horse, but if you know, you know. All right, let's go in. Let's go in with the skin ink. That's all I'm going to do on the base. We're going to do some creams. Ow, oh dear, I hate it when I do that, because then you know what happens. My eye waters the rest of the video, but I did catch the inside of my eye with my beauty blender, and that has product on it. So guess what that means? That means that the eye is watering, but we'll just get through it. That's what we do here at the Gen X Glam and Gam channel. We persevere. But I was going to say, I'm just really thankful for all the folks in that giveaway video that have made a comment. And you could have commented about anything. It wasn't mandatory to comment about ChatGPT, but I did say, hey, if that's what you want to focus your comment on, feel free. I'd love to hear, because I had just discovered ChatGPT. And I was asking folks, have you? And so it was really fun to read. I pulled out this puff because we are going to do some powder, but I'm going to use it right now and pat that L'Oreal Glotion in. Why not? You know, it was really fun to read what other people's experiences have been with the ChatGPT. All right, so let's go in with this. We're just going to be very strategic. Again, this is the Skin Ink from L'Oreal. It's a new drop. I'm using shade 100. I'm going to shake it up. Do you hear that ball in there? That's just like, remember old school when we used to do our nails, Gen Xers, and in the 80s and 90s, and you'd shake up your nail polish and you would hear that ball in there. So give it a good shake. The applicator is kind of annoying because you see how the product is all on the tip. It's not necessarily on the sponge. I have been finding I have to dip back into this thing. I have to dip back in. It's so chalky. It is so chalky. I have to dip back in. Like, look, I'm trying to use the side of the thing, but that's not where the product's going. So I'm not exactly sure how the best way to get. Now look at, now I've made the wand super messy, and now I've wasted product on the wand that I'm not going to get back. So the question is, how do I get the product on the sponge where I need it? This has been sort of another thing. Like, look at all that product I just got on the wand. All right, we're going to blend this out. This is, again, shade 100 Warm. I actually couldn't find any neutrals in the lighter shades. So because I did test this thing on the local economy, found it, and I couldn't really find a shade at the shop that worked. I couldn't remember the shade that I had ordered. And so I was like, well, let's just keep waiting for this thing to come in the mail. See, this isn't really my shade, but it works when I start putting when warming up my faces. What am I? The man with two faces? That was Leonardo DiCaprio. Was that what it was called? The guy with two faces? Anyway, when I start warming up my face with the deeper creams and powders, it kind of all settles in. But the key word in that sentence is settles. Do we really want to get a product that we spend our hard-earned money on and be like, well, I can settle for this. I bought it. I got to make it work. I mean, I guess that is the bottom line. Unless it's Sephora, I have always said, hey, take that Sephora stuff back. But I did not find a shade when I was swatching at the store. Granted, I could not swatch this shade because it was completely gone, the 100 shade. So maybe that's like popular. I couldn't find a shade that I really liked. All right, we're going to lean in. So this is like a blend out of the L'Oreal Glotion and the ink stay. I mean, like, I tend to like to get, especially in the winter, this nose contour area. I really like to try and get that redness out because I have been fighting the cold And I just am one of these people that I'm always cold. My nose is always running in the winter. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I get the worst case of hiccups. They're like body jolting hiccups. So there's all that. All right, let's go in. Let's go in with some of my favorite contour bronzing products. This is the Baby Got Bronze by Essence. It has like a pleasant little smell to it. It's almost like a watermelon-y, and it lays down really fantastic pigment. So we're going to go in. Again, I got to go back with the Beauty Blender. I know I'm not using a lot of brushes, but if I'm in the market for a brush and I'm thinking drugstore, I'm definitely going with e.l.f. This is my favorite e.l.f. brush. It's a contour brush you can get in just about on any curvature of your entire face with this brush. Just boom, it was right there on the brush pull. You know what, I should do a video one time, and I should close my eyes and put all the brushes like this way down, and so I can only feel the handle and pull one out and make myself use the brush. Like maybe I pull out like a brush like this, but I have to blend a cream and not like an eye powder. Would that even be possible? That sounds like a challenge. Like, why would I get myself in for that? All right, I'm going on the lids with this stuff because I'm deepening my whole entire face because I'm wearing a very light beige sweater, and I'm going for that winter dark wonderland look. That's what I'm going for. Why? Because I want to, because I can. As long as I don't leave the house in clown face, I'm winning. I'm winning every single time. All right, so there we go. We might as well just drag it all around. I don't have any proper under eye corrector on because I didn't have time to dig that out. And I honestly, we're doing all drugstore makeup that I have that's within my reach on my Glam Station. But this week I have not just been using exclusive drugstore makeup. I guess I should clarify. But I have been using a lot. And this e.l.f., I always talk about these. I've talked about these things for a long time. But I'm especially digging the mauve side. Like, you know how you get in like... You know, I get in I don't want to say on a roll, but and I don't want to say get stuck because that implies like something negative. You get like, you eat the same snack for like a week and you're loving it and you're just like, oh my God, am I going to get sick of this because it tastes so good every single day? That's how I've been feeling about my e.l.f. lip liner, and I know I won't get sick of it because I keep buying it. I love these things. All right, so there's enough. That's good. Let's go in with another Essence product. This is the blush we're going to use. It's just called the blush. Believing. 70 Believing. Get out another e.l.f. brush, one of their fluffy brushes. Gonna go in. It's not quite pink, but it's not quite brown. But I think it looks great over all of that, you know, lotion and bronzing that I just did. Gives my face like a little bit of color pop in the winter, but I'm not by any means popping pink. I'm just going deep. I feel like I'm deepening it. And I was torn on the eyeshadows if I should go with like one of my e.l.f. like bite size. Is this the Elte? I love the latte. Take your pink. No, but I love this palette as well by NYX. Have you guys seen this one in the drugstore aisles? This has some fantastic colors in it. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is another e.l.f. brush. It's called Wide Tapered. So let's just get a little. I have to go so bad. I really have to go. I don't know. This matches this shade that I just dipped into right here. I feel like it matches if I dip it with this shade, this one here, and this one here. It's not a bad match on my sweater, so I could go a little bit lighter on my lids to contrast all the darkness that I laid down originally. Remember I said listen, I feel like this is my theory from doing this now for a couple of years, doing what I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I'm just sitting here playing with blushes and makeup and creams and blenders, but I have this theory that if you just keep blending, you can eventually save any look. And if you have to, take it off. Go wash your face and try again. You know, nobody had it. Don't settle. We don't have to settle in these situations. All right, see, that's all we're doing. I had a pretty deep base. I tend to just go after the natural discolorations on my lids and hide them, and then that's good to go for me. What's next? Oh, I'm not going to get to use this Physicians Formula blush because we used a different blush, but I love it. It smells like strawberry shortcake. Oh gosh, so good. All right, 2 different choices for setting powder. I could use my e.l.f. This was in her Halo Glow powder palette. It's kind of like a, I don't want to say cushion foundation, but it's heavy. It's heavier. It's fuller coverage. Or I could use my Emco Beauty knockoff of our friend again, Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, if you haven't seen these things side by side, I just have to do it. I just have to do it. I mean, Emco's trying, man. They're trying. That's the setting powder I'm going to use today. I'm going to go in with another e.l.f. brush. Let's see if it tells me what this is. It's a putty bronzer, but I kind of like this angled, smaller, fluffy brushes from e.l.f. to go right underneath my eyes, because remember, I didn't get as much color corrector down. I didn't get any color corrector down. So I'm going to try to save the day. These hollowed out eyes and discolored underneath. I'm going to try and save the day a little bit with the setting powder. And this with this e.l.f. brush, this setting powder is actually quite nice. I'm going along the bottom of that blush that I put down by Essence, because look at that pigment. I mean, I did get some color there, but I don't want to be too rosy cheeked. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to lighten where I want to lighten, like right underneath there, smooth out where all the creams are, do some more blending on my lids, and then we're going to spray. I know I'm doing another application because, guys, I'm not going over this with any lipstick or anything. I'm only going to be at this place for like a couple of hours. And I will be eating, I will be drinking, but I'm telling you, living in the transition with this product from e.l.f., it's a great place to be. All right, we have 2 choices for drugstore sprays. We could use Tier, where this stuff, you ain't going nowhere. Same with my NYX Matte Finish. Finny Matte. I'm going with the Tier. Let me look around my station. Sometimes I like to go in with a super fluffy brush at the end, and I don't see one of my e.l.f. ones. I guess we could go back to this one, but I don't want... Sorry. Do you ever do stuff like this? It's just like, be resourceful. I just want to smooth everything out. I didn't go in with a contour powder, which I love this one from Essence. I think I am going to just do one of these numbers, sweep across both, really bang it out, and super fast sweeping motions all over the place. Do you think I did anything? I don't know. I like to think I try hard. All right, here we go with the Tier. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. If you're getting ready for holiday parties, don't stress about it. You're going to look great. Go out, have fun. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. See you in the next video. Get in on that giveaway too if you're still hanging in at 23:15. Take care.